Hi, this is Annette at Wild Heart Ranch. This morning we're going to talk some possum. This is Kitty. She is a non-releasable little possum. She was born with her back legs twisted, and we got permission from the state to keep her. And she's growing up here at Wild Heart Ranch, but she's going to be our visual aid today. It's going to be possum season here very shortly if it's not already started in Oklahoma. And one of the ways that people find orphan baby possums that come in by the dozens is by checking injured mamas on the side of the road. We are not recommending that people pull over and stop traffic to go and examine dead possums on the side of the road, but if you're like we are and you can't pass one in spring without checking the pouch for babies, we ask that you do it safely. But one of the things that you need to know how to do is how to remove the babies from a dead mom. These guys can have up to 11 babies in their pouch, and the baby possums are marsupials, and they nurse with the mother's teat down in their stomach. So when you go to remove a baby from a dead mother, you don't want to cut the teats off because those will disintegrate in the baby's stomach and poison it, or they can actually block their breathing if it moves around and goes in the wrong place. But you will come across a teat that is, let's pretend this is the baby, and the teat's like this. It's going to be down in their stomach. And what you're going to do is you're going to put your fingers over the baby's nose, and you're going to pull back like this, gentle, steady pressure, and let that long thing come out of his stomach, and then you'll have a solid baby with no obstruction. Now you ask yourself, who would ever cut those? Well, people do, and we get the babies, and the babies don't make it. So I just want to tell people, don't cut them, and pull very gently. And the pouches, Miss Kitty, see these back legs are twisted in, so those aren't right. Miss Kitty has a pouch. Let's show your pouch. And she says, no. There it is. It's right here. And it's just a pouch like a kangaroo, like any other marsupial. Most people don't know that possums are our only marsupial in North America. They've been around for 60 million years or more. They have prehensile tails, which she is using to hang on to me right now. She can actually grip pretty good with her tail. It is a myth that they hang by their tails. The babies do sometimes, but the adults use their tail to wrap around branches to steady themselves as they move along or if they eat. These are actually hands, not feet. They walk on their feet. They don't eat with their, or they walk on their hands. They don't eat with their feet. Raccoons are the same way. They have hands and feet, and they're used as hands. And they have opposable thumbs, just like humans and primates do. Their eyesight's pretty rough. Their hearing and their smell is fantastic. But Kitty is, she's a good example of an imprinted possum. She was about 3 inches long when she came in. She was off a dead mother that had been ran over, and some kind people found her and her brothers and sisters, and they brought them in, and Kitty survived her ordeal, but not without damage. She can't climb because the back legs are useless pretty much for everything but walking. But we like her, and we're glad she's here, and we thought you'd like to learn a little bit more about the possum today, because it is baby possum season next, and then we'll follow is the birds and the raccoons and the bunnies and the deer and the chipmunks and the skunks and the foxes and the coyotes and the bear cubs. And Greg's telling me to shut up. I could go on forever. Thank you. Have a wild day, and we'll see you next time. Hi, this is Annette with Wild Heart. You just finished viewing a segment that we had on removing baby possums from mom. And sad to say, but we got a mom that's got some babies in her pouch. They are teeny tiny. Mom is deceased, and these are very, very tiny, 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 tiny possums. Itty bitty babies. They're underdeveloped, and I'm removing them, and I'm holding, let's see here, okay,
I'm going to zoom in.
I'm holding the little baby. I've got the tips of my fingers in front of its snout and gentle pressure. Takes the baby off of Mom. So far we're alive and wiggly. Let's hope we all are. Just kind of go down and you find a little head. Now you want to get the babies off Mom as soon as possible, because if they nurse on this dead mama, it will put toxic milk into their bodies. We're squirming. These are very, very tiny. Oh, she got a bunch of them. Here's another one that's on the teat. We're going to just gentle pressure. You don't ever want to cut that teat. You just want to gently pull the babies off. And if you don't want to get in here and do this, just get Mom to a rehabber just as soon as possible. How many is that? 5 or 6? We got a bunch. Everybody's alive. And their rescuer, Leanne, kept everybody warm while she got them to us. And these guys will have to be tube fed. We will have to feed down into the stomach and mimic Mama's method. So we're very sad for Mom, and we're sad that she wasn't able to survive and raise her own babies, but that's why wildlife rehabilitators do what we do, so that when something does happen to Mom, the babies don't lay there and starve and freeze. And we give them the chance that Mom isn't able to. So they're in their new people pouch. And they're all just as squirmy as they can be. And we will be tube feeding these babies every few hours and see if they make it through. So we're going to get them on heat. And everybody say a little prayer for our possums. First of 2014. So thanks for following.